the South China Sea. A tropical paradise, right? With its turquoise waters and idyllic islands, it seems like a perfect getaway. Crystal clear waters, sandy beaches, enough fish to keep your chippy busy for a lifetime. But this paradise is far from peaceful. Beneath the surface, there's a storm brewing, a big one, the kind that could reshape the geopolitical landscape of Southeast Asia. China wants it all. The fish, the oil, the shipping lanes. They see the South China Sea as a treasure trove of resources and strategic advantages, and they're not afraid to throw their weight around to get it. Their naval presence is a show of force, a clear message to the world, but in their way stands a nation of proud warriors. A nation with a navy punching well above its weight, the Philippines. They are determined to defend their territorial waters. This isn't just some academic debate about lines on a map. It's a matter of life and death for the local fishermen whose livelihoods depend on these waters. This is about the livelihoods of fishermen, the sovereignty of nations, the balance of power in a region on a knife edge. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's about whether might makes right or whether international law still means something. The world watches closely as the outcome here could set a precedent for conflicts elsewhere. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing with ASEAN countries trying to find a peaceful resolution, but the path to peace is fraught with challenges. Beyond the political and economic stakes, there's also an environmental dimension. The South China Sea is home to diverse marine life, and any conflict could have devastating ecological consequences. Historically, the South China Sea has been a vital maritime route, a crossroads of cultures and commerce. Its significance has only grown with time. Today, it's one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, a critical artery for global trade. Control over this sea means control over a significant portion of the world's economy. The South China Sea dispute is not just a regional issue, it's a global one. Nations far and wide have a vested interest in the outcome, making it a focal point of international diplomacy and strategy. As tensions simmer and the world watches, the hope remains that diplomacy and dialogue will prevail, ensuring that this paradise can be shared peacefully by all. David versus Goliath. Can the Philippines stand up to China? Let's not beat around the bush. On paper, China's navy dwarfs the Philippines. We're talking aircraft carriers versus patrol boats, thousands of missiles versus, well, you get the picture, but battles aren't won on paper, are they? They're won with grit, determination, and a bit of cunning. And the Filipinos, they've got that in spades. They have to. Because this isn't just about territory or resources. It's about survival. It's about defending their homes, their families, their way of life. And when your back's against the wall, you fight like hell. A fleet reborn modernization of the Philippine Navy. The Philippine Navy knows it can't match China ship for ship, missile for missile. So they're getting smart. They're investing in new ships, yes, but not just any ships. Think fast attack craft armed to the teeth, corvettes bristling with missiles, submarines that can disappear beneath the waves. These aren't your granddad's warships, these are lean, mean fighting machines. And it's not just about hardware, it's about software too, advanced radar systems, electronic warfare suites, secure communication networks, because in the 21st century, battles are won as much by bytes as they are by bullets. Guardians of the deep elite training and special forces. The Philippine Navy SEALs are the unsung heroes of the maritime world, executing missions that often go unnoticed, but are crucial for national security. You can have all the fancy kit in the world, but without the right people to operate it, it's just expensive scrap metal. Advanced technology is only as good as the hands that wield it, and in the Philippine Navy, those hands are exceptionally skilled. That's why the Philippine Navy is investing heavily in its most valuable asset, its people. From the moment they enlist, these individuals undergo a transformation that molds them into elite warriors. We're talking rigorous training programs, grueling physical challenges, and tactical exercises that would make a Green Beret sweat. These training regimens are designed to push the limits of human endurance and mental fortitude. And then there are the special forces. These units are the tip of the spear, the first to go in and the last to leave. The Philippine Navy SEALs, the Naval Special Operations Group, the Marine Special Operations Group, each of these units has a unique set of skills and specialties, making them versatile and highly effective in various combat scenarios. These are the elite of the elite, the best of the best. Their training is not just about physical strength, but also about strategic thinking and quick decision-making. They're trained to fight in any environment, on land, at sea, or even underwater. Their versatility is their greatest asset, allowing them to adapt to any situation they might face. They're the silent guardians, the watchful protectors, always ready to answer the call. Whether it's a rescue mission, a counter-terrorism operation, or a covert reconnaissance, these warriors are prepared to face any challenge head-on. Their commitment to excellence and their unwavering dedication to their country make them a formidable force. They operate in the shadows, but their impact is felt far and wide. The bravery and skill of these special forces are a testament to the rigorous training and the high standards upheld by the Philippine Navy. They are the epitome of courage and professionalism. As they continue to train and evolve, the Philippine Navy SEALs and their special forces counterparts remain ever vigilant, ever ready to defend their nation and its interests. Section 5. Brothers in Arms, Joint Exercises with Global Partners. The Philippines knows it can't win this fight alone. That's why they're forging strong partnerships with other countries who believe in a free and open Indo-Pacific. Countries like the United States, Japan, Australia and others, they're conducting joint exercises, sharing intelligence and learning from each other's strengths. These aren't just photo ops. These exercises are about building trust, improving interoperability and sending a clear message to Beijing. You might be big, but you're not invincible. We're watching you, and we're ready. Section 6. A triangle of strength alliances with the US, Japan and Australia, the Philippines, the US, Japan and Australia. These four nations are forming a strategic triangle in the Indo-Pacific, a bulwark against Chinese expansionism. The US brings its military might, Japan its technological prowess, Australia its strategic location, and the Philippines its unwavering resolve. This isn't about starting a war, it's about preventing one. It's about deterring aggression, upholding international law, and ensuring that the South China Sea remains a sea of peace and prosperity, not a Chinese lake. Section 7. Asymmetric warfare, outsmarting the giant. The Philippine Navy knows it can't win a straight-up fight with China, so they're not going to try. Instead, they're embracing asymmetric warfare. Think hit-and-run tactics, swarming attacks using small, fast boats and exploiting China's weaknesses. It's like a pride of lions taking down a water buffalo. One-on-one, the lion doesn't stand a chance, but working together, using speed and agility, they can bring down an opponent many times their size. That's the Philippine Navy's game plan. Section 8. Cyber warfare, the new battlefield. Wars aren't just fought on land and sea anymore, they're fought in cyberspace too. And the Philippine Navy is gearing up for this new domain of warfare. They're training cyber warriors, developing sophisticated hacking tools, and hardening their networks against attack. Because in the 21st century, a well-placed computer virus can be just as effective as a well-aimed missile. It can cripple communications, disrupt logistics, and sow chaos in enemy ranks. And the Filipinos, they're quickly becoming masters of this new domain. Section 9. Holding the line, success stories of Philippine naval defense. The Philippine Navy is not all talk. They've proven time and again that they're willing to stand up to Chinese aggression, like the time they chased off Chinese fishing vessels from Philippine waters, or the time they prevented a Chinese survey ship from operating within their exclusive economic zone. These might seem like small victories, but they send a powerful message. We will not back down, we will not be intimidated, we will defend our sovereignty no matter the cost. Section 10. Knowledge is power, the importance of understanding maritime security. In today's world, where global trade and international relations are more interconnected than ever, maritime security plays a crucial role in maintaining peace and stability. The South China Sea dispute might seem like a world away to some. However, the implications of this conflict extend far beyond the region, affecting global trade routes and international diplomacy. But it's a stark reminder that freedom isn't free. The freedom of navigation, the security of maritime borders, and the protection of sovereign rights are all at stake. It needs to be defended. This defense is not just about military might, it involves strategic planning, international cooperation, and a deep understanding of maritime laws and regulations, and that defense starts with knowledge of the geopolitical landscape, the historical context, and the current dynamics at play. Understanding the issues at stake, the players involved, the stakes of inaction. It's about recognizing the importance of alliances and partnerships in maintaining a balance of power. Because in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, ignorance is not bliss. It's dangerous. The lack of awareness and understanding can lead to miscalculations and conflicts. So let's arm ourselves with knowledge, equip our minds with the facts, and stay informed about the developments in maritime security. Raise our voices in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific where nations can coexist peacefully and trade can flourish without fear of coercion. And stand with the Philippines, a nation that has shown remarkable resilience and courage in the face of adversity. A small nation with a big heart whose people are determined to protect their sovereignty and way of life. A nation that refuses to be bullied, standing firm against intimidation and aggression. A nation that's on the front lines of a fight for freedom itself. Their struggle is a testament to the enduring spirit of those who value liberty and justice.